This is ABC15 Mornings.
One scene, two crashes, both involving Phoenix police vehicles. What investigators say led up to this.
Expect backups today as big changes are coming to the I-17, the project underway this weekend that will impact you drivers.
It's also the final preseason game for our Phoenix Rising happening tonight, but how will the weather impact kickoff?
And it is a weather action day here on ABC 15. We could see a record amount of rain in the valley as we take a live look for you from the ABC 15 live drive in the I-10 in the West Valley. It looks like they just got off the freeway there to see how those side streets are doing this morning.
And that is why we have a flash flood watch in effect until 11 o'clock tonight. So all day long, we're expecting anywhere between a half inch to a full inch of rain. The previous record for this day was a little less than half an inch. So it is a soggy start to your weekend, and we appreciate you joining us for ABC 15 Mornings. As you can see already, the radar is lighting up all green. I'm Nohelani Graff.
And I'm Megan Thompson, and I'm watching all of that green, that yellow, that orange for you as it's starting to get a little severe out there. So keep that in mind. Maybe definitely stay indoors this morning until this starts to clear out, because look at clouds and radar. This is live for you, full on your screen, where you see those pockets of yellow moving in to Phoenix, Scottsdale, the East Valley as well. Also the West Valley, seeing a lot of it as I zoom more out to see the rest of the state. You can see Tucson is also seeing this, as well as it's kind of moving out of Yuma right now as it makes its way to the high country. And that's what I wanted to show you as well, those flash flood watches and where they are in effect. Phoenix, Casa Grande, Tonopah, Canyon Lake Globe, all of those areas that are shaded in that light green. This is where we say turn around, don't drown, and we cannot say it enough. And this is going to be in effect until 11 p.m. tonight. So here's the temperatures and rain changes hour by hour throughout the day. So we'll be in the 50s for some of the morning, then we'll get into the 60s there, only rising to about 68 degrees. You'll also notice our storm chances start to taper off going into the afternoon and into those evening hours as our temperatures drop to 62 degrees. So those rain chances will stick around a lot for us. I'm going to walk you through that futurecast, the timing of this storm, and when we could see some snow in the high country coming up.
Now, a lot of people, of course, across the valley heeding those alerts, and so it is going to affect your weekend plans in a lot of places. That's why it's a weather action day. In fact, some valley events have already postponed because of the weather.
And I think that's a smart move. The town of Gilbert is canceling the Gilbert Outdoors Expo. It'll be rescheduled for March 7th at the Riparian Preserve. Brunch Bash also making the decision to cancel. They're also rescheduling. This one's going to be on April 11th now. An email has been sent to everyone who already had tickets with a special offer for the inconvenience.
Also, some spring training games have already pushed back their first pitch time. So if you already bought your tickets, you want to check each individual facility's website for those updates.
And you can track the latest storms on our live desert Doppler radar. You can just download the ABC 15 mobile app. It is free for Apple and Android users. And don't forget to send us any of your weather pictures or video you capture if it is safe to do so. You can email them to us at share@abc15.com. We'd love to see them and see what you're experiencing in your area, and maybe we'll put them on the air for everyone else to see what you're dealing with.
Want to switch gears now and get to our other big story of the day. Lori Vallow, the mother with Valley ties, whose kids have been missing for months, appearing in court for the first time in Hawaii. Court documents now detailing that officers right here in the valley were the first to tip off Idaho police of something much bigger. ABC 15's Nicole Grigg has the bizarre string of events that makes this case so very puzzling.
It's a web of mystery, a husband, a brother, a spouse. Everyone's still on this board. They're still alive, but there's been a lot of strange events around all of it. Lori's niece, Melanie, her husband was almost killed in Gilbert. Tylee and JJ, they're still missing, and the one person at the center of all of it, Lori Vallow herself.
She is the common denominator, the common factor.
Monica Lindstrom is a legal analyst with KTAR News 92.3 FM.
There's just too many coincidences all put in this web.
She is presumed innocent.
Lori Vallow with no makeup, her arms crossed, and a stone stare in court.
Yes.
The only word she ever said was yes. Her lawyer arguing her $5 million bond is too high as her new husband, Chad Daybell, sat alone, just rows behind her.
The bail is confirmed in the amount of $5 million.
Court paperwork details the ties to the Valley. Gilbert police, the first to call police in Idaho to alert them about the missing 7-year-old JJ. Tylee has not been seen since September either. The last record authorities could find putting her with her mother, a picture at Yellowstone National Park.
We're able to identify that they were here on the island.
Police in Hawaii saying they have no evidence the couple committed any crimes on the island.
We are all hopeful that we are able to locate the missing children, Tylee and JJ.
Lori Vallow and Chad Daybell, part of a doomsday cult, they believe the end of the world is in July.
So that makes us believe that she really does believe that something's going to happen in July, and if she can just stick with it and not have to give any information or anything like that, then maybe everything will be fine and she'll be one of the survivors and the chosen one.
As for the kids, court paperwork never indicates what may have happened to them.
Bottom line, she had 2 children. They've disappeared. They haven't been seen since September, and she's not even upset about it.
Nicole Grigg, ABC 15, Arizona.
Now, you saw Nicole using the flow chart there, so we know there's a lot to this story to make sense of. So if you want a recap on all of the latest developments and want to track it back since the beginning, we've made that easy for you to do. Just head to our website, abc15.com.
A patrol car on its side, a second police car up against a streetlight in 2 separate crashes. The Cliff Castle chopper overhead near 24th Street in Southern in Phoenix last night. Officers say one of the patrol cars was hit by an impaired driver, and the other cruiser was also hit by a car while responding to the first crash. One officer was taken to the hospital as a precaution. We're told no one else was hurt. Vowing to rebuild after the unexpected happened. A truck plows into this Phoenix restaurant, killing the driver and causing all kinds of damage. That was October, but now all of these months later, First Watch is ready to reopen.
It was really devastating for everyone involved, plus all of the workers. The restaurant located near I-17 and Dunlap telling us it is, though, finally going to start welcoming customers back again on Monday. First Watch currently does operate nearly 20 restaurants, but according to our partners at KTAR News, this location was their very first opening back in the early 90s.
As the Nevada caucuses get underway today, there's a stunning new development in the Democratic primary. Intelligence officials confirming Russia is already actively interfering in the U.S. presidential campaign. Experts say they're not only helping President Donald Trump, but they are working to create discord among Democrats as well by helping Senator Bernie Sanders. Sanders confirming he was briefed on the information last month.
That is the ugliest thing they're doing, is they are trying to cause chaos. They're trying to cause hatred in America.
Last night in Las Vegas, President Trump tried to discredit the information by falsely saying Democrats were behind it. But this information didn't come from Democrats. It comes from intelligence officials in the Trump administration.
So if the rain doesn't affect your weekend plans, this traffic alert certainly might. The I-17 closed in both directions in the North Valley, and that is not the only freeway being impacted this weekend.
Closures on the I-10 and the loops 101 and 202 also underway. But the closure on the I-17 at Happy Valley Road is pretty significant. It's part of a major makeover at that spot. ABC 15's Mike Pelton has more on the detours and impacts it could have on drivers.
It'll be a solid line of cars all day.
Len Milowski lives near I-17 and Happy Valley Road. He's bracing for an uptick in traffic as drivers find an alternate route this weekend.
It just jams everything up. It creates havoc, a lot of traffic.
Crews are closing I-17 at Happy Valley Road. Happy Valley will also close across the freeway as ADOT works on a makeover. This weekend's portion take down the old bridge before transitioning traffic to part of the new one.
With the freeway closed, one of the things will be if you can be driving earlier in the morning or later at night, it's going to be the best bet.
Drivers can use the off and on ramps at Happy Valley as an I-17 bypass or nearby 19th Avenue as crews take down the bridge.
They actually are clawing at it using machines that are like large sledgehammers that are banging away at the bridge.
We're going to stay home. We're not going anywhere.
While Len expects the detours to up the traffic, he welcomes the changes at Happy Valley Road.
You just have to pay the price for one weekend. It's not going to kill anybody. I mean, you know, so you just, and it's going to rain, like I said. You just find an excuse to stay home and watch TV or something. Works for me.
Mike Pelton, ABC15, Arizona.
And I think that works for all of us today on this Weather Action Day because ADOT, they do hope to have those roads reopened by Sunday night, right around 10 p.m. But really what we're dealing with is the rain right now and how it could impact also those construction crews as well. But everybody here at home, if you have any travel plans, you may want to delay them until at least this afternoon.
And honestly, I don't know about you, but I hate driving through construction zones when it's been raining because already the lines are a little bit more blurry, you know, when you're in a construction zone. So even though that project is going to wrap up later this year, again today, it is going to impact you, especially because of that rain that you've been tracking this morning.
Absolutely, and it's going to be going all throughout the morning into the afternoon. Our storm chances really don't taper off until this evening. So let's take a look at the temperatures right now. 59 degrees if you're going to step outside or maybe just open your windows as you have that cup of coffee. 68 degrees is the forecasted high this afternoon with those rain chances still in effect. But here is your Valley Activity Planner. Usually on the weekends, lately, it's been all green. But today we're going all red across the board, running, hiking, and biking. This is not the day to do any of those activities. We could expect a half an inch to a full inch of rain here in the Phoenix metro. So we're talking about the timing of that storm, when it could all clear up, and also the snow coming to the high country coming up in that full, most accurate forecast.
I like that idea. Just open up the windows this morning because in the 50s is actually pretty nice. That's not bad at all. The Phoenix Rising Me Time is playing their final preseason game tonight against Real Salt Lake. But with rain in the forecast, that 7 p.m. kickoff could change. The team does play rain or shine, so they are going to play. But if there's a threat of lightning in the area, fans, of course, would be evacuated to a safe place and the game would be delayed for however long it takes for the storm to pass. But just with rain, they intend to go on. If you don't want to worry about the weather, you can, of course, catch the game from the comfort of your own home. It's airing on our sister station, CW61 Arizona, again at 7 o'clock. Nevada voters will make their voices heard at the state's caucus today. How officials are making sure that things run smoothly this time.
Plus, the FAA now releasing records of the pilot in that deadly crash that killed Kobe Bryant and 8 others.
And later, the ASU men's basketball team is on a roll, winning yet another game last night at home. We have the highlights for you.
And we also want to give you a live look again outside from our ADOT cameras. You can see all of that rain just sticking onto the camera lens. This is the I-10 near Ray. I'm going to take you through that hour-by-hour forecast for you coming up right after this break.
Quarter past 6 o'clock right now on this Weather Action Saturday. We're giving you a live look from our live drive on the I-17 right now, right around Dunlap. Flash flood watch is in effect until 11 o'clock tonight, so be mindful as you're out and about today.
In a tweet sent out by the National Weather Service last night, flash flooding threat is greatest north and east of Phoenix, although general Phoenix area we all may see some flooding, and we could definitely see that in the forecast and clouds and radar, and also in future casts with that most accurate forecast. We could definitely see the rain pounding down for a good period of time. This isn't really just a sprinkle. We could definitely see that rain continuing to come down through most of the day into the evening.
Well, even as we've seen with live drive here still in the background, if you look off on the right-hand side of the road, there are ponding areas already.
It's already started.
So
because
certainly
the rain started early this morning.
In a lot of neighborhoods that are prone to that, they're probably already seeing some ponding spots there.
Absolutely, and as we take a look live now at clouds and radar, you can see exactly what Nohelani is talking about. That ponding is probably possible because take a look at all of that green. And we're also starting to see more of that yellow, which indicates more severe rain coming down all across the valley and making its way through Phoenix, making its way through the East Valley and heading now towards the West Valley as well. So really everyone is getting hit this morning with that rain. And as we take you statewide, you can see most of the state also seeing a lot of rain, except as it heads up north. Right now, it's mostly the southern portions of our state, moving through Yuma into the Phoenix area and moving into Tucson as well. And that's what we want to talk about, that flash flood watch that's in effect until 11 p.m. and exactly where it is in effect. So in the Phoenix Metro, Tonopah, Lake Pleasant, Canyon Lake, Casa Grande, Globe, and Mammoth. So anything that's covered in this light green, you want to be aware that flash flood watch is in effect for you. So turn around, don't drown. We cannot just stress it enough. This is not just a phrase. It is real, and it's real life. We want you to stay safe on this weather action day. Here are the valley rain chances hour by hour for you. So we're keeping that 100% chance through most of the morning here until about 11 a.m. before the storm slowly starts to taper off. The storm chances are still in play, but they're going to decrease. Take a look. By 3 p.m., we still have a 70% shot, but then 40% by 5 p.m. Here's Futurecast for you for the timing of that storm. This is right now, and as I put Futurecast into motion, you can see that severe storm still sticking around our area. Kingman, Grand Canyon, Flagstaff, also a little start of potential snow up there as well. As I continue to put Futurecast into motion, we can see it slowly moving out into the afternoon hours in the Phoenix Metro before it gets more severe to the eastern portions and over in the Grand Canyon as well. But we're still keeping our rain chances because we still have those isolated spots in the Phoenix Metro that could get severe at times. And also then we start to see some potential snow coming to the high country as well. So how much rain are we talking about? About a half to a full inch of rain in Phoenix. To the mountains in Payson, that's going to be about an inch or more. Let's talk about some of the current conditions, though, if you were going to step outside right now or maybe just open that window. 58 degrees in Scottsdale, 56 in Mesa, 55 in Apache Junction, 57 degrees in Goodyear right now. Statewide, 59 degrees in the Phoenix Metro. To the west, we're in the 60s to upper 50s, 58 degrees for you in Quartzsite, 35 degrees in Flagstaff, 42 degrees in Heber. Today, here's your forecasted highs all across the state. Here in the Valley, 68 degrees is our forecasted high, 47 in Flagstaff, 55 degrees in Kingman, 47 in Show Low, and 56 degrees in Safford. Now, I want to tell you about our 7-day forecast because it is looking a lot better for you as I step out here so we can see where that 7-day forecast is for us. Now, we definitely see our temperatures actually sticking and dropping as well just a little bit. Now, it looks like I can't get it into motion for you, but here's what I want to tell you. So the storm chances clear out tomorrow, so we're looking beautiful. We're staying in the 60s before we get into the 70s through the rest of the week. And then we're going to get to the 80s by Friday, so keep that in mind. I'll show you that 7-day forecast coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, Megan, thanks. We have new details in the tragic helicopter crash that killed 9 people last month, including Kobe Bryant and his daughter. Records now show the pilot of that doomed helicopter had previously violated weather-related flight rules. The FAA saying that Arazobayan flew into LAX airspace back in 2015 after being denied clearance. In last month's crash in Calabasas, California, the pilot was trying to get special permission to fly through foggy conditions. Air traffic control says he was trying to avoid a cloud layer seconds before that crash. That was the last time anyone on the ground heard from him. Okay, take a look at this story. It's back here at home on the left. It's a well-known national restaurant chain. You probably recognize the logo there on the right. A Valley mom and pop shop, but you'll notice the logo is similar. They both have pandas on them. Both have panda in the first name of their business. But how similar are they really? Last month, we told you about Panda Express claiming that Panda Libre in Gilbert was stealing their trademarks. Well, now the chain, not mincing words, filing a lawsuit in federal court. The owner of Panda Libre says the legal costs alone could be devastating.
Could potentially shut us down, honestly. There's plenty of other Panda restaurants out there. We're not the same model as you at all, by any means.
So he's hired an attorney as well, but he's not sure how long he's actually going to be able to keep up this fight. Still to come for you this morning, technology is changing for the TSA, and that means changes for travelers too. What you need to know before your next flight out of Sky Harbor. Also, a new piece of history opening up at Salt River Fields today. We're going to have the first look at the new memorial that's honoring thousands of people. All right, so since breakfast is on your mind at this hour, then this is perfect timing for this story. A great way that you can fill your belly, but also make an impact for Phoenix children. So we've got Rachel from PCH this morning.
Good morning.
And we've got Sherry from IHOP.
Yep, good morning.
Ladies, thanks for getting up bright and early with us. So first with IHOP, we know that International Pancake Day is coming up, and so you guys always have big business on that day. How come?
Big business. Oh my gosh. Free pancakes.
That's it.
You cannot go wrong with free pancakes.
No.
In return for the free pancakes, we're just asking for a little donation.
Right.
Basically what they cost to the Phoenix Children's Hospital, our Children's Miracle Network.
That's where it'll go. So when she talks about Phoenix Children's Miracle Network, we know all about that here, but let people know the impact of that and why it's so important to help.
It's so important to come out to support IHOP, one of our amazing partners, and National Pancake Day, because those funds come back to the Phoenix Children's Hospital and support our Hope Fund, which funds the area of greatest need within the hospital. So that can range anywhere from medical care to equipment to philanthropic programs. All of that supports the hospital, and all of that stays local at Phoenix Children's.
So I'm going to keep talking to you while we make some pancakes here also. So let's see, how hard is that? Oh, that's not bad at all. Okay, that's fine. That's pretty good. So Rachel, tell me a little bit about the program's not only helping kids, but families overall. I mean, Phoenix Children's is such a gem here in the Valley. I mean, really, but the thing that we hear most often from the parents is that they get the care as well as their children.
Phoenix Children's Hospital is so focused on family-centric care. That is something that's incredibly important to us. So we want to take care of our patients that are in the hospital, but we want to be as stress-free as possible for families that are coming and joining us as well.
That wasn't perfect.
That was
Sherry,
pretty good.
I don't know.
That was pretty good. Just
is there a
imagine
trick to
making about
this?
60 of them on the grill at the same time
Well,
and then flipping them.
Yeah, no, I don't think I can. I don't think I can. That's why we leave it up to you guys. So again, that's how you make the impact.
That's how we make the impact.
So when do we come and get our short stack? And we call it free, but the point here is to donate.
Absolutely. And we're going to do this from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. So we've got lots of time to come get a free short stack, make a donation. It's valley-wide. Well, it's actually nationwide. So any IHOP anywhere, if you're flying and you go someplace else.
On Tuesday.
Any IHOP anywhere on Tuesday, 7 a.m. to 10 p.m.
So if you want pancakes for breakfast, lunch, dinner, third meal, fourth meal, however many you've got to do.
You
your
could
snack
hit
in the middle
every
of the day,
IHOP
right?
in the Valley. You could just go to every IHOP. There's like 36 of them. Just stop at everyone.
Perfect. We love it. Okay, and you can make a big impact, and you're going to hear more from us throughout the month here of talking about ways to help Phoenix Children's. But it starts right here. This is so simple with breakfast on Tuesday. Ladies, thank you so much for being here
Thank you very
and for the
much.
work that you're both doing. It makes a big impact, and you guys can make that impact too.